Hello everyone and welcome back to Tesla Streams Pokemon Crystal. So, we have a new Pokemon here. I was going through the forest to get berries and stuff. Spits out a fluid that uses to glue tree bark. To its body, the fluid hardens but touches air. So, this is one of the few bugs, I do believe, that's in this game that can actually be somewhat useful. Got the Luffle Ball. So, let's see. Poison Cure Berry. Okay, so yeah, that's all of them. Now, that being said, I'm probably going to be continuing on at this point. I don't have enough berries for that other thing I need to still do, but it's not really that big of an issue. I can come back later and do it. Alright, so... Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and look here. Game locations. Interesting. It's kind of late, but to get this Pokemon, but I might actually consider it. To fill out my team. Because he is dark and ice type, which is two types I usually don't have. However, before I consider that, let me see if he's any good. He does learn that. Yeah, I'm heavily leaning towards putting him in my team. And if that's going to be the case here, then... Well, I mean, it's not going to happen anytime soon, so I may as well go and show this off. But... It is worth noting, however, that I'm going to show off getting the 2 new evolutions, just for the hell of it. I will not be using them in this playthrough, though. I want it to be different. Because, yeah, the 2 Pokemon that Eevee evolves into here, super OP and powerful. In various ways. Personally, though, much like with Kadabra from Gen 1, they can be a little too good and can kind of trivialize the game pretty quickly. Granted, you could say the same thing about Teddiursa, because, quite frankly, he's been carrying me quite a bit here. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and... Shit, hold on. Forgot to print screen it. There we go. I have a reason for that, as we'll be getting into later, but... That other Pokemon I want... Really? I'll try this again, but this time I'm fucking hard saving before I do it. That way, that could be a problem whether I lose or not. Yes, yes, whatever, I don't care. Fucking contest, that's rigged, I swear. Stop it. Wow. They're really being bitch about catching this, aren't they? Fuck off. Really? I'm gonna run out. What? What the fuck? First fucking one. I'm not complaining, I'm just surprised. That is usually never something that happens. Are you serious? Yeah, do that. Yes, you've earned my respect. Fucking better. One? That's great. So looking for a bug Pokemon with me? But you, I just couldn't do it this time. Could you give me some tips? What's to your style? It's called RNG, dude. I can't believe I lost the bug catching. So yeah, okay. I guess the game knew how pissed I was from the last time, so they decided to go easy on me. But yeah, the Sunstone. That's the only way to get it. That irritates me so much, honestly. They couldn't have made it possible any other way. Any other way. But no, they had to make it dumb as shit. Now, truth be told, the Pokemon I'm going to be using require the Sunstone, so I don't even know why I care, but I don't know, maybe just to show it off in the Pokédex. Though there's a problem. In order to show off all the new ones, I need at least two, since two Pokemon use it. Isn't that wonderful? Oh wait, no, it completely sucks. Whatever. Didn't even heal my Pokemon, fuckers. Okay, so we're 4 gyms down. We're not quite done in this town yet, however. Ekrituk Dance Theater. Shout. You like to dance like the Kimono Girls? Go to the dance theater? An odd old man will give you something nice, I hear. Yeah, you definitely want to do this, actually. It's actually required. Alright, so... I know Bailey's could be good in here. The Kimono Girls, great dancers, they're also skilled at Pokemon. Challenge them, but I've never even left a scratch. See if they can defeat the Kimono Girls, they'll give you a gift. And it's always with his Rhydon. Because he wants a Pokemon that can surf and dance. We're trying to make a synchronized swimming Pokemon? Water Dancer? That's the thing. Girls are so beautiful. They have to go through rigorous training. They have to learn to follow customs before appearing in public. If you love something, anything is possible. Yeah, that's actually kind of historically accurate too, because yeah, Kimono Girls from like Asia and stuff, yeah, they do gotta go through rigorous training to be good at what they do, to the point where they almost get sick from it, and they do have to learn proper etiquette and how to act proper in public. Yeah, that's kind of like rough. You have lovely Pokemon. May I see them in battle? Keep in mind that they're color themed. There goes the battle. Sent out Flareon. And boy, did I guess wrong here. I mean, it's effective enough. Now, these fights here are the same in the remake, though they're much tougher than this, let me just say that. Oh, you are very strong. They also were far more plot important in the remake as well. I'll explain what I mean by that when we get to it. Alright, so... So, I thought that the colors that they wore would symbolize the Pokemon that they were going to be using, but... does not look like that's going to be the case here. Steps by Pokemon. Of course, I also train them. Espeon. That's one of the ones we're trying to get, by the way. You actually want to use Tackle here, because Espeon's special defense is pretty high compared to her physical attack. Level up. Learn Synthesis. Healing move, I'll take it. Yeah, I'll get rid of Poison Powder. Oh, so close. Almost had you. Not really. Somebody pretty. Oh, Pokemon battle? Suki Sinnoh, Umbreon. There's the other one. Yeah, Umbreon's very defensive. I don't have any Pokemon left. Oh, you're a cute trainer. Would you like to battle? Vaporeon. Well, you picked poorly. Level up. You're stronger than you look. Do you like my dancing? I'm good at Pokemon too. Jolteon. Yeah, that's not much Jolteon could do to me. Oh, you're good at Pokemon too. That's all 5 of them. The created dancers are so skilled at Pokemon. Shows them but have never even left a scratch. The way you battled. It's like watching a dance. It's a rare treat to see. I want you to have this. Don't worry, take it. Gee, I wonder what this is gonna be. That's Surf. It's a move that lets Pokemon swim across water. Yeah, you could surf a lot earlier in this game than you did in the first one. And it's just a strong... Oh, I don't have a water Pokemon. That's right, I forgot. I'm not actually used to that. Usually I have a water Pokemon by now, but hey, whatever. It's not gonna be much longer until we get one, trust me on that one. Although, now that I think about it, this might be a problem. Maybe. Okay. Oh, okay. No, never mind. This should be a problem, actually. Where'd you say you're from? Gavar Town? First time was over there, right? Come a long way to get here. You'd think so, but really it wasn't that big of a trek. All these places are pretty quick to get through. Johto's nothing if not a much shorter region to go through. It doesn't take near as much time to get from point A to point B. Most notably because of the lack of dungeons you need to go through, comparatively speaking. Most of the dungeons are short, and there aren't as many for you to deal with. A lot of them are optional. So it's actually not that bad. I'm about to level up, so let's go ahead and take care of that. This place is good for it, after all. Yeah, identify me all you want. That's not gonna help you. Level up. Oh my, really? Oh shit. You're kidding, right? How long would I have to be here for this? Not long, actually. Then it was related to the Pokédex. Spawning Pokemon courses around the Earth, spouting flames hotter than volcanoes magma. So... Okay, I got a legendary already. If I really wanted to trivialize the game, I would use them, but I'm not. Personally, legendaries kind of cripple the game experience. Make it seem like you get solo the game with them, so I don't really do it. These games are pretty trivial in their own right, so I really don't see the need for that. It loves things that sparkle. Sees a shiny object, a gold coin on its head shines too. What I come in here for? I know there's a reason. Oh yeah, to get more Pokeballs, duh. Two more. That should keep me going for a long time here. There's not that many new Pokemon to get. And I think I have not gotten the ones down here. I got Hoot Hoot, of course, but like... Oh, never mind, I guess I did. Huh, interesting. Didn't think I did. But whatever. I mean, I may as well get them, but I usually don't catch evolved Pokemon that other things evolve into, but whatever. Come on. Man, Raticate gave me more trouble than Entei did. Webs on his hind legs enable it to cross rivers, versus white areas for food. And he always looks like he's evil as hell. But overseas, so I know about social Pokemon. Dude, I don't have time for you. Go away. Double weak to plant. Skills, wood class. It is emitted by the units on each side, so because it's become a strong magnet. Oh, stop it. Extremely soft feathers, big to sounded flight. Suddenly sneaks up on prey without being detected. Oh, come on, you know that already. Oh, come on. How are you doing? Is either a battle, or mistakes will be different. There's where I'll be. And how far are we talking here? Well, I do have that shortcut, so it wouldn't be too much of a backtrack. Well, you did indeed level up a little bit. It happens as you progress in the game. Love. Let's get doggone it. So yeah, back to what we were supposed to be doing. So, is that all that's here? At night, at any rate. Oh, and the other one. Okay, sure. Damn. It's supposed to be their hunting ground. Well, that was certainly trivial. This rough Pokemon switch inside its body, switch across the land, shooting off electricity. Wow, okay. Now the third one, Suicune, we won't be able to actually get. Like in Gold and Silver, yes, but in this game, it's a little more involved. Suicune is on the cover of the game, and there's a special event hyped to Suicune. Gotta wait till later for him. But hey, we got the other two already. Was not expecting that. Usually they're a lot more rare for you to come across, trust me. Let's see, how are we doing on levels here? Yeah, Phanpy could use a bit more. Aren't you a cute trainer? You see your Pokemon? UT Valerie, what's the battle? Oh, come on. Skip Bloom. Oh god, really? Whew, good thing you didn't spam it. I'm glad I got to see your Pokemon. 1496 money. Oof. Pokemon that seems to soothe my nerves. Pokemon in a world that's happy with Pokemon. Yeah, I definitely need to get more levels for Phanpy. As a matter of fact, let's do that over here. Level up. Trying to learn Takedown. You know, I'll take it just for no other reason, just so I can do more damage. But, and Evolution. Sweet. Phanpy evolved into Donphan. Oh yeah. It's trying to learn Fury Attack. Another move. I'll get rid of Defense Curl. Have to target 2 to 5 times. It'd have to do at least 3 to 5 times to be stronger than Mud Slap, though. That's the problem. Takedown isn't powered up by his type, but it is much stronger than Tackle, so... You do take damage every time you use it, though, so you gotta be careful about that. However, Donphan is much stronger than Phanpy, though, by a long shot. Once he gets to a certain level, it's going to be kind of... And all you see is the trunk. That's just weird. Yeah, I get damage from it, but it's a very powerful move right now. Get you one more level. Shouldn't take too long at this rate. It's also not the most accurate thing in the world, but hey. That's pretty neat. Alright. Oh, and we have Barry! Should be good at Pokemon. If you are, how about giving me some advice? Last Donna, what's the battle? Flaffy. You are a Pokemon I cannot get. Oh my god. I should totally use Fire Punch. Okay, not really. Yeah, you're not technically psychic. Should be, though. I see, so you can battle that way. I mean, how are you? I got this item with your money, and it's a doll! It's in your room, you'll love it. Yeah, sometimes you can buy assortment of dolls and stuff. There's something good. Moose Farm Milk is famous for its flavor. Good at Pokemon. It's gonna be items after battles, but sometimes they give me too much. So I can share some if you want. Give me your phone number. Well, it gives me something after battle, we'll share some. So, but does that make me bad? Not really. Try something I learned today. Mr. Mime. Well, you are psychic, so you got kind of fucked over. Didn't study enough, I guess. Don't you think my Pokemon and I are beautiful? Of course so, huh? Or water and rock. So, my options are not particularly great here. And of course, you know, recover. There we go. We drink Moo Moo milk every day. Milk is good for beauty and health, but inconveniently, in a sell a bottle at a time. Let's see here. Let me see what your Pokemon are capable of. Well, that was easy. Level up. I learned Rest? No, because I like my current skill set and I can't get rid of Cut, so... Pokemon of potential. You know, Pokemon have different abilities? Like that too. Everyone has different potential. So there's Sterling Pokemon. Let's show our Pokemon together at the same time. Pokefan Ruth wants to battle. Pikachu. Yep. I don't mind losing. Little baby Pokemon, but they're just adorable. This is a good time to brag about my Pikachu. That just looks so damn creepy. Dressing up your kid like in a Pokemon costume. And no time to show off Pikachu. Is it? Don't you agree? Not really. Let's get back to Elevine. How about a Pokemon battle? Ugh. It was just the right time. Let's battle. Okay. Send out Meowth. Oh, how disappointing. It's Mintberry. Miltanks. Milk even goes out to Kanto, so our own Miltank won't give us any milk, we're in trouble. Ooh. But they ain't giving me milk no more. So Storm got famous milk. Someone wants a drink. Give me lots of milk and I feed it lots of berries, I reckon. Boo is sick. She needs lots of berries. So this is why we need to have a lot of berries. Miltank became a little healthier. Miltank's quite healthy. They became totally healthy. Wait, really? That's it? I thought I needed way more than that, like 12 of them, but I guess not. We're feeding Moo Moo. Extra Miltank, huh? No, it gives Moo Moo milk again. Here's some for your trouble. TM13. That's their snore. So a move that only works while the Pokemon's asleep. Just think how you use it, hon. That's really useful if you plan on using Snorlax, honestly. Moo Moo milk. Probably enjoy there. Pokemon for HP. 2 for just 500 gold. Yeah, restores Pokemon HP by 100. And it costs 500 money, but you can only get one at a time. In Gen 2. Later on, during the remake, you can actually get multiple copies of it through a minigame, which I'll be getting into when I get to that. So yeah, that side quest was a lot more trivial than I thought it was going to be. Never mind, I guess. Oh well, whatever. So... there we go. So yeah, we need to get you to level 30 now. Level up. Teddiursa is evolving. Oh boy. Oh my god, he did the come here expression. That's awesome. So yeah, Teddiursa has now grown up into a full-grown bear. And boy, is he a lot stronger now. See, by comparison, he just gained a whopping 30% more attack power compared to 2 levels ago. That's pretty ridiculously good. He also got a slight boost to his speed too, making it going from below average to just average now. So speed won't be as big of a problem anymore. But yeah, Ursaring's actually pretty legit. Like, He's not the best normal type ever or anything, but like in Gen 2, he is extremely useful to have though. The problem is that in Gold and Silver, you won't get a Triteti Ursa until like pretty late into the game. So you'd really have to wait a while to take advantage of them. Which really sucks, honestly. Thankfully in Crystal, they made it possible for you to get him much sooner. If I recall, I found him in Dark Cave. But I think he's only there in Crystal. Alright, so... At this point, the part members we have currently have all fully evolved except for Bayleaf. So, time to put some work in with you. Play hide the sky, my beloved bird Pokemon. Of course, it'd be a fucking bird person. How about no? Damn it. I forget it's weaker at night. I feel like just flying away now. Sadly, you cannot use it outside of battle. Fucking wish. There are very few healing moves that will let you use them outside of battle. I believe Chansey is the first, and really only Pokemon that could do it for a very long time into the game. Kinda sucks. So now we're at Olivine City, the seaport town. Thing you have. Figure, right? Well, that's cool. Hi. You again? Silly to panic. I don't bother with wimps like you. Hey, fuck you. You weaklings. City gym leader said here. Supposedly taking care of a sick Pokemon at the lighthouse. Boo-hoo. Just let sick Pokemon go. Pokemon that can't battle is worthless. Why don't you go train at the lighthouse? Who knows, it may make you a bit less weak. Wow. When the gym leader is at the lighthouse, is attending to a sick Pokemon. Strong trainer has to be compassionate. If it's on the sea. If it's on the sea, there are bound to be fish. Fisher for 30 years. We like to face the sea and fish? Huh, we have ourselves a new angler. Fish on front of the sea alone? Go wherever there is water. Indeed. So, time to switch from the bicycle to this and try our luck here. Magikarp I can't really use. Thankfully, unlike the, oh, you're new. But you're not what I'm looking for. Starts twinkle at night, floats up from the seafloor, and his body's center core flickers. Not even a nibble! Oh dear, this might be a problem. I don't know if I can get him yet, and if I can't get him yet, I might have to use someone else just temporarily. Yeah, I'm not really seeing him showing up here. Yeah, I'm getting the same ones showing up here. Okay, Let me see here. Oh. Where do you show up here? Uh-huh. Really? Oh, wait. Is this where I'm supposed to do this? Well, they're different. Maybe I do. I wouldn't even thought to try this. I didn't know there was water here you could fish in. Oh, knock off. Wow, you're being a dick. Clamping onto a point reveals its vulnerable parts, so it uses this move only as last resort. Damn it. Okay, fine. Be right back. I'll switch to this one anyway. Alright. See what we get. They show up everywhere just to annoy you. Okay. So on the waves, uses except feelers to stop anything it touches. Oh, come on. There it is! The two attack, there we go. Alright. Thinna, which evolved from a fin, both positive and negative charges flowing through them. Alright. You're an elusive one, aren't you? Sadly, we now run into the problem of what to do about my Pokemon. So, you know what? Let's do something about that. The more you level up, the higher your friendship gets, for some reason. So, let's take advantage of that. I've got your friendship up pretty high as is, so this shouldn't be very tough. Let's level up. Oh, well, okay. Yay. Okay, so... what does Togetic have, by the way? Charcoal? Yeah, that can be put back in our item thing. As a matter of fact... is Falcon the one that has that? No, it's Ursaring. You have Fire Punch. Charcoal would technically boost that. Thing is... I have to do last resort for if fire is needed. And it will be. You'll see why later. But yeah, we need to get Chinchou out. Now, why is it important for me to get Chinchou? He is both water and electric, too. Stats may not look super amazing, but that will change later on, I'm sure. Especially since I plan on really taking advantage of him. Before I plan on doing that, though, we're going to be taking a small trip. And before I plan on doing that, let's get at least one of these EVs transformed. I can't do both, since it's time of the day related. I can do at least one. Level up. Level up. Level up. Oh, you bitch. Level up. Hi? Well, that's new. Rather than making a nest in a specific spot, or is in search of food after darkness falls? Okay, didn't know you were here. Level up. Eevee is evolving. Eevee evolved into Umbreon. Pretty awesome, but for the sake of this playthrough, I won't be using him. Don't worry, you'll be seeing plenty of Umbreon and Espeon later. You'll see why. So, for the moment, I can't really evolve you yet, not until it's daytime. That's fine, whatever. That does open up another slot, though, which is ultimately what I needed here. Okay, so... why? Well, it's actually pretty simple. Oh, I also need to get a level for Bayleaf, damn it. That won't take too long, thankfully. Okay, there we go. Yeah, whatever. As a matter of fact, we have someone that can learn Surf now. Well, actually, no, this isn't going to be important for the moment. We're going to find out why very soon. Yeah, you do gotta pay to get your Pokemon back, so you gotta be careful about that. But yeah, level 41, huh? Yeesh. If you really wanted to trivialize the game, you could really take advantage of that. Even weak moves could be super powerful if you're at a much higher level than your opponent, after all. I know there are some people that took advantage of that. So yeah, we're gonna be getting a Chinchou. Because freshly bred Pokemon in general are much more powerful than ones you catch in the wild at high levels. In theory, anyway. You can make high level wild Pokemon decent, but it requires a lot more work. So it's best just to start off fresh in many cases. Sadly, there's not exactly a whole lot more Pokemon I can get. That's gonna be super useful, though I do have one I have plans for. Okay, how much money do I have? Oh, I got plenty. Yeah, this isn't gonna be a problem. Damn it. Not yet. Yeah, sometimes waiting for an egg can take a while. But, whatever. Alright, come on, people. Okay, I'm back. Hi, Tanya, how are you? This is Liz. Flying by board silly. Wrong number? Oops, sorry. Oh my god. I don't know if nothing else I'm getting extra friendship by doing some I forgot to mention that, but after so many steps of a Pokemon in your party, their friendship will gradually go up. There you are, finally. Jeez. Where's your Pokemon? I'm just really surprised. Banana egg. Look out there. Pokemon had it. Yay. Okay. So. Gonna go ahead and take our Pokemon back. And deposit it. So now we need to actually hatch the egg. Because we actually need him to know Surf for like the next Pokemon we need to go after. It'll be a bit, but yeah, things are coming together at this point. Now, while most of the types are going to be accounted for, not everything will be. I don't think it's going to be a huge problem, but dual typing is going to be important here in order to try to cover all my bases. Not just for HMs, but also for dealing with various types. Lady, will you please move? Almost. Here we go. It's choking up its egg. So what do you have to start off with? Supersonic, Flail, Thunderwave, and Bubble. Not bad. We can do better. A lot better. Oh my god. So, believe it or not, the next place we need to go to is the Ruins of Alph now. Alright, so there we go. You see we need to actually be able to surf here. And I guess it's on the other side. Or not. Really? Weird. You have to do this first? This like Pokemon attack the prey with saw-like fangs. Okay, well I guess we have one more of these we have to do first. Freaking hell. At least the corners helps make it a bit easier. Where's the other corner though? Really? This? Looks about right. Just not this. Yeah, this one's not going to be quite as simple to pull off. Okay. Yeah, this one's really all kinds of confusing for me. Like, the corners were mostly simple, although one of the corners I can't seem to find. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Okay, so I might actually need a guide for this one because I can't find all the pieces I need for it. Well, they finally they showed the picture. Oh boy. Yeah, this just looking at the pieces for this one, I never would have figured it out. Wow. Well, anyways, let me go ahead and solve this now that I know what to do. Okay, where is that one thing that looked like a face? Yeah. This is what threw me off before. Oh, come on.
To try on a pair of them shorts so I know if they need to go back or not.
Okay, get to them in a second. Yeah, people just do not want to leave me alone these days. Okay. Trying to mostly still figure out by myself, but that's proven to be easier said than done. Where's the... Okay, there's that. Um, yeah, that's obviously not right here. Where does this go, though? Okay, apparently one of the pieces out of order here. That did not even remotely look right, but whatever. Not exactly how. What do I get? So apparently, I'm gonna save state before I do this. So let's use the escape rope. Oh. Yeah? Oh, it's another huge hole. It's big enough to go through. Down. Berry! Poisoned Caraberry! Energy powder. Peel powder. Can't carry stuff. Fuck. Give you a don't vent for now. Pick up this. And this leads where? Okay. Interesting. I don't think I've ever realized that there were hidden rooms before until I used a guide. I am confused where I can get to the other place using surf, though. It's weird. Okay, so... someone needs to know Flash for this. The thing is I don't want to teach it to Chinchou. So just a moment. Do I have room? Yes, I do. Time to get Togetic back. Damn it. Okay, so let me go to this other room here then. And use Flash. And another room opened up. Found Goldberry. Yeah, throw away the potions for now. And throw away the super potions as well. This always yields here. Moonstone. Energy root. I blame it. Just for now, until we can do something about this. Got some energy root and a heal powder. I am confused on how to get there. I mean, we can go ahead and catch you, I guess. Oh, he's always slimy. Makes its head on the river bottom as it swims, but seems not to care. Yeah. I have no idea. I mean... Oh. Huh. Gotta go to Union Cave. Well, just Norman people. It's not this. Okay. Okay, I'm back. So, apparently this is, quite a sneaky thing the game does. All of the Ruins of Elf you cannot access from the front. You actually have to go through another cave to get there. But you can only do it if you have surf, so that's really mean. Like, really? How are players supposed to know that? Maybe you could say, well, if you went back and explored other areas, then you might know that. Yeah, but how many people are gonna remember to think to do that? Because quite frankly, I almost would forget that this place existed, considering how short it is. I mean, would you think there's something else you can do here? I mean, you could come back to try to find the mysterious Pokemon that comes here on certain days of the week, but that's about it. And even then, you might not even remember that unless you wrote it down. You know, a visitor. And there's more trainers down here, too. Aha, you're a feisty one. Yeah, whatever. Oh no, am I gonna need that? No, let's tell us on to the person. You're shy. Let's battle! Shall battle like gentlemen. Oh, come on, no, fuck you. This is bad. Fucking bullshit. This is a strange place. Go away. Giraffe, you're new. I like thinking here. Well, here's where we need to be at the very least. And there you are. Natu is what I'm after. Whew, it only took me 1,000 forevers. Little bird. Extremely good at climbing tree trunks. Like to eat the new sprouts on the trees. Alright. But since we're here... Alright, so... Okay, so there is no secret here, per se, just doing the puzzle. Okay, how much worse will this one be compared to the other one? Because the other one was kind of bullshit when it came to... I think that's right. Go right there. Again, I think that's right, but... That one's probably going to be a little... Hold on. Do these go together? I do believe so. think I'm on the right track here. Maybe I need to switch these. That does not even look remotely right. I'm sorry. Like, those pieces do not look like they even fit with each other. Like the ones on the bottom, Well, this is a nice little shortcut back. Okay, so... there's only one more puzzle we're really missing. Unfortunately, I don't think I can do it yet. Yeah. Don't have what we need yet for that one, though we're about to very soon. Freaking self-destruct shit, I hate that. It wouldn't bother me so much if they would have made it so damn powerful. It's basically the world's most bullshit attack, since it basically is guaranteed to kill you, but it kills the enemy too, so you can't even take advantage of them for experience. It is, for all practical purposes, a way to just fuck you over, and I'm not a big fan of that. Okay, I won't need you for the foreseeable future. Now. Huh, Nightshade. Interesting. Nightshade I haven't really talked about yet. It's a very useful attack. It's kind of like Seismic Toss, where the level you are determines how much damage it does, and it's guaranteed. Well, okay, it's not necessarily guaranteed, because I believe it's Ghost type? Yeah, it's Ghost type, so it won't affect normal type Pokemon, but that's about it. It's a very nice move to have, though, especially for those really big defensive Pokemon that just are frustrating to deal with. Also, enemies can't resist it, which is also a plus. It's weird for him to have that, though, in all honesty. He's psychic and flying, not ghost, so it's a bit weird. But hey, I'm not gonna object, though. It's a good attack. However, you know what I'm about to do here. Yeah, we got some Pokemon grinding in our future, that's for sure. I went the wrong way. Oh, I was about to say, I was like, another one already? That can't be right. Alright, so... Gotta deposit you for now, because I'm gonna need an extra spot here. Because of the egg shenanigans. But yeah, this is gonna be primarily our team for the whole rest of the game. I mean, there's one more Pokemon I plan on adding, but it won't be for a long time. Put it this way, I don't imagine it's going to be a huge deal here.
That was disgusting. I bit into some rancid sunflower seeds. Oh my god.
deal with that later. There you are. Ugh. Wanna wait till it gets one more level. Damn. There we go. So, when this thing hatches, I'm going to be basically try training them up to be part of my main team. It ain't perfect. Still got a Dark and Ice type that I want to put in my team a little bit later into the game, but this is still pretty respectable, I will say. Yeah, it's almost time, so... Yep, here we go. Peck and Lear. Alright, I need to get all my Pokemon back. So we believe Eevee's gonna be evolved and put into BC. That'll leave one spot open for someone else. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Ugh. So now that I fix that little problem. So if I wanted to teach Flash to someone, who would I give it to? Neidu or Chinchou? Chinchou would make the most sense, but... How often will I need Flash in this game, I wonder? Only one dungeon so far has even used it. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm even gonna bother right now. Maybe if I come to something that I do need it for, but... for the time being, it's not really important. Really? You wouldn't even bother to get stronger. Wow. That was even worth the effort. Alright, so... we already got all these. Yes, yes. Well, since we're here, let's go and check home and see what we got here. Decoration. Master. Charmander doll. Adorable Charmander doll. Of course it'd be fucking Charmander. No, now that we can surf, we can go over here too. Hey, you know what you just did? I surfed here? You've taken your first step into Kanto. Wait, really? Check your Pokegear map and see. Huh. Yes, is indeed Kanto from Generation 1. Don't get ahead of yourselves, though. We're not going to be exploring this yet. But yeah, that's something we're going to be doing more later. Much later. Like, you can go over there, but you can't really do much for the moment. It's fine, though. It's not like I was expecting to. Alright. Get Chinchou out. So what do we have here? Well, we have Surf. That's gonna be kind of ridiculously strong. We can confuse and paralyze with very high chances, so that's neat. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be struggling. Level up. Oh, you actually survived. That's kind of amusing. Level up. Go ahead. Just get our stuff back and try it again. Level up. Level up. So yeah, it's going well. Attack and defense rows could be pretty much on the low end, but judging by the way my stats are going up, special attack, special defense, and speed are all probably going to be at most slightly above average, which isn't bad. I don't expect every Pokemon to ever get to have a really special niche that it excels at. If that was the case, then the game would be kind of dull, especially since you would just go after a type that's super awesome at a certain stat and just stick with it. No, that's not how Pokemon usually works. Some Pokemon are just either good at several stats or just excel at one thing. Chinchou's definitely the one that's a bit more average, but tends to be overall balanced in a lot of categories, which I certainly don't mind. Certainly makes it easier to plan around, that's for sure. Okay, I got you to about level 10. Now let's work on Natu, which sadly will be a bit more specific, since I can't teach you a very powerful move yet. You know, I may as well teach Donphin Rollout. It's better than Fury Attack. Actually, it's better than Flail. Let's get rid of Flail. It's rock, not ground, but hey. Do about with me. Forget you're quite agreeable. Oh, bitch. Wow, this little tiny bird, and you just got your ass kicked by him. That's pretty humorous to me. Level up. I should probably move the 1 to 5 if I need to heal. Yep. Level up. Level up. Nightshade already. Well, that's neat. Now, it's worth noting that these two Pokemon stats might not seem like much, even with the EV training they're getting, but keep in mind, both of them also get to evolve, too, at some point. Probably no later than level 30, I'd imagine, since I put in easier evolutions and all. So it's not that bad, especially at this point of the game. And really, by the time they get to about Bayleaf's level, they're going to have proportionate stats to what he has. You know, it's not going to be that bad. Yeah, EV training can actually make up for quite a bit if you max them out. What?
I didn't eat the bananas.
Are they still fine?
Probably not.
Sorry about that. I had to get this up. I'm not going to be streaming much longer anyway. Oh, ain't that the truth. It sucks I can't hold out just a little bit longer till morning happens in the game so I can take care of Vivi, but yeah, it's another hour and a half till then, and I do not think I could stay up that long, really. Ugh. But before I stop, I will comment on a couple of things. One, I am not exactly thrilled with the state of gaming as it stands right now. Apparently, as it turns out, a lot of people are really clamoring for all these studios to kind of take a step back and focus on bringing back a lot of series that have been pretty much extinct for a while. And they're going about it in the most toxic way possible. Now, granted, I wouldn't mind seeing these series come back too, but man, the way these people handle these affairs really makes it seem like they pretty much have a right to pretty much bitch and complain to basically to these companies that, according to them, just don't offer the same type of respect that they should, especially when they keep making dumbass mistakes when it comes to making new games that suck. Okay, first of all, that's complete bullshit. There have been lots of new games that have been good. I may not play them, but here's the thing about that. Other people have, and there have been some pretty good strides in making them fun for people. I mean, you didn't exactly hear a lot of people bitching about how God of War Ragnarok was shit. Now, people fucking love that game. So, obviously, some good games are still being made. And I also don't buy into the thing of, well, it's the AAA industry. Of course, fans are gonna accept what they accept because it's all they have, and their standards are low. Okay, first of all, fuck you. Because I do not buy into that for a moment. Just because you don't like the fact that some of your old series that you love aren't here, doesn't mean you get to rag on other fans that, quite frankly, are being way more mature than you. I'm sure they have nostalgic series they like too, but they're accepting the state of gaming for what it is. Not a lot of companies just want to focus on nothing but the past. I concur. This is getting really stupid, in my opinion. The fact that some of these fans just will not shut the fuck up about the good old retro days is seriously pissing me off here. Again, I have nostalgia for those things too, but we need a reality check here. Those days are gone. They are gone. Seriously, get over it. Seriously. I'm sure that companies will still harken back to the old series every now and then, but this is a different age we live in. There are other great series that don't have anything to do with those old series we grew up with, and I'm okay with that. I am so freaking tired of this, especially when it comes to various fandoms that don't want to accept anything that doesn't at least pay homage to those days. I'm really getting sick of the Sonic fandom, actually, because Sonic Frontiers was, for all practical purposes, commercially successful. It's one of the most popular 3D games we've gone in a while, actually, that has at most gotten decent credit from the fandom. However, there are still a bunch of people that I have seen that are overly critical of the game for reasons that even today I still don't understand. Because it's like they criticize it, and yet they don't criticize it. Let me explain. It's like they're making fun of it, but they're not really giving concrete reasons for why it sucks. They're just saying it's an awful, awful game, and they should be again trying to make another game like Sonic Mania instead of focusing on dumb 3D shit. And yet I noticed they're not actually listing examples for, or citing examples for why it sucks. Probably because they can't and they know it, so they're trying to be very vague about it. Usually they don't have grounds to stand on. Mind you, I think that's true for most of the 3D games. Forces notwithstanding, because that one was pretty bad. But, like, aside from Forces, though, there hasn't been any real clear-cut examples of any 3D game that is 100% awful. Now, you could say that the rather shallow, shit, what was it called? Sonic Boom, there we go. Usually the first Sonic Boom game is terrible, but to be fair, that game wasn't meant to be bad, it just suffered from a lot of issues with its development cycle. But initially, it wasn't going to be a bad game. Like, everything they showed prior to its release made it seem like there was going to be a lot more effort put into it. But due to behind-the-scenes tumult that basically crippled the game's development, it flopped. However, even people who don't like the Sonic Boom game said that at least it had potential to be good. People that are trying to be, fair. But, let's be honest, people wanted Sonic Boom to fail from the start. And really, I hate this mentality that just because you don't like the design of a game, you just want it to flop. Because you want the integrity of the series to stay the same. Okay, first of all, I had nothing against the new design they were going for. We already knew it wasn't going to be canonical with the rest of the series anyway. I do not see a problem with them trying to experiment with different ideas and setups here. You don't like it? Fine. Didn't really bug me any. Second of all, I actually really like the animated show that they made for Sonic Boom. It certainly was a lot better than the game, for sure, and it seemed like a lot of effort was put into a lot of the entertainment value that came out of that. Certainly liked it a lot better than Sonic X, that's for sure. I like when that came on. Okay, so, going back to my main point, though. The state of gaming is in a mess right now, because this kind of thinking has just become so toxic. And one person in particular was actually heavily scrutinized for basically giving positive opinions to new games coming out. And even went so far as to say that he believes gaming is really in a pretty good place, especially in the next few months. We're giving us games that, quite frankly, we actually have been wanting for a while. He said the Tales of Symphonia, remaster was kind of shit and how they handled it, but he said, honestly, he's going to stay hopeful for the other games, because he said, honestly, they're looking pretty good. And he was scrutinized for that, because he was giving positive reception to a bunch of games that are not retro, and he did not want to accept that, even claiming that it's because of people like you that, gaming is in such a bad state because you keep giving positive reviews to shit that doesn't deserve it. And to be fair, not everyone agreed with that comment, thankfully, but there were a few people that did respond with comments like, yeah, it really sucks that companies really don't really focus on decent games these days. He said, we're still waiting on them trying to do a remaster like old classic series that have kind of gone the way of the dodo nowadays, and yet they keep shuffling out these dumb games like Forspoken, and they mentioned about games like shit, what was that other one that they mentioned? I can't remember, but they mentioned they're releasing this and this and this. Like, he said, seriously, no one cares about these games. Give us the classic games that you can't really find well anymore and people just love to death. Just give us these. No one would bitch. And yet they refuse to do it because it's not the new stuff and they just want us to forget the old stuff even exists. He said, seriously, I'm so sick of this. Just give us this. I mean, it's all the fans seem to really be asking for anyway. Now, I keep stating that I have stuff I would like to see come back too. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I didn't, but I really feel that people really need to cut these companies some slack though, because they're trying to keep the market relatively balanced here. I don't believe that this is something that really needs to be a huge concern here. At least not for the moment. I mean, the newer stuff, certainly, some of it could have been handled a bit better, but it's not because it's a new property or anything. No, it's just because the actual development and game design was just bad. Like even some of the older games we grew up with, some not all of them were perfect, and there were definitely a lot of issues. So really, things weren't really any different back then either. This is just something that comes with the territory. You just gotta find out what works and popularize it. Now, the reason you don't see a lot of modern games on my streams is, well, really, because a lot of those are harder to emulate, and I tend to be more comfortable with emulation, but also, a lot of those also tend to be longer experiences, and if you haven't noticed, I don't really do all that well with games that take a while for me to complete. I just get burnt out a lot more easily these days than I used to. A good 60 to 70 hour adventure for me is extremely rough, and unless I'm really into the game, it's going to be tough for me to stay really invested all the way through. I started to notice this with the Dragon Quest titles, actually, back when I was doing that marathon of doing all those. Before we lost track of Dragon Quest 11, anyway. But yeah, some of those games, they were really starting to get to me. I was trying to rush through them as fast as I could, actually, just to get them finished up, because I could feel my interest dwindling a bit. That's also one reason why it's taken so long to get back to doing the Dragon Quest VIII 3DS version. Like, I plan on it, but I haven't been in the mood for that. Because it's basically Dragon Quest VIII, just with a lot more content. And to be fair, I'd like to show it off, but the extra content does kind of scare me a bit. Because I'm really not sure on just how much extra playtime is that going to add to show off just how different it is. I'm not sure on that. So, yeah. That's pretty much be where I'm going to be calling this for now. I will say for the record that there's a lot about Pokemon that that I could be mentioning. I just haven't been doing that lately, just because. Well, I mean, there's also the case of I don't want to get too much about future games until I get to them, because I want to have stuff to talk about when I get there. So I'm trying to go out my way not to mention much. Though I am not your atypical Pokemon fan. Many of the things people love about the series, I don't, and many of the stuff that kind of annoys them, I kind of get into. I am very much not your atypical fan here. The things I look for in a Pokemon game tend to be more based around the adventure itself, not the various themes that make up the games. Stuff like heavy EV training, stuff like breeding for the perfect IVs, like the competitive scene, stuff like doing stuff like Nuzlocke runs, and all this stuff. I don't care about any of that. To me, I just play them like they're a casual RPG series. Now, I will sometimes interact with other players if I'm playing a game that allows for it, like when it comes to stuff like trading or stuff like the occasional competitive battle with them, just to see what it's like. But I certainly don't take it seriously, though, and I know some people have really criticized me for that in the past. Heavily criticized me for that in the past. And I'm sorry, I just cannot respect that. Let's see. Go and store these away for now, just so I have more inventory space. Yeah, I'm gonna store this away too, like the bitter stuff. Let me just talk about that. When it says something is bitter, that's actually special herbal medicines you can get. You typically don't want to use these on a Pokemon because they will hate you because of how bitter they are. It will actually lower your friendship value if you use it. People sometimes use it anyway, though, because it heals a lot of HP, or can revive sometimes, and it's cheaper than getting normal items. And if you don't care about friendship values anyway, who cares? I mean, I do, just because, come on, that's mean. What would you give your Pokemon stuff you know they're gonna hate you for? That's dumb. Oh shit, that's a good point. Now that I bring that up. Yeah, fuck. I need to hurry up and get back to Goldenrod. No, well, I guess I shouldn't say I need to hurry up because it's already the next day, so it's not like it would matter. But yeah, let's go ahead and check. Because there is one thing in Goldenrod that I wasn't able to do when I went there. So yeah, let's do that. It doesn't take long, thankfully, thanks because of the nifty little shortcut they give you. We need to go to the department store. Okay, I need to figure out which floor this person kept here on. I believe it's this one. The Pokemon, do you have Abra? No, okay. It's on Sundays, the lady comes to check a Pokemon. She even gives away TM. Oh, it's on Sunday. Oh, the very next day. Okay, this works out perfectly then. I just need to not forget to come back here on Sunday. That's what it is, okay. Works for me. Yeah, it's important that we do that. Because you get a pretty awesome TM for doing so. I'll talk more about it when we get there, though. Okay, so while I get back to where we were, I'm just going to say that for all practical purposes, I look for different things in Pokemon than most Poke fans would. If you haven't noticed, I don't really care all that much about the Pokédex. In all retrospect, the only reason I'm catching them in this one is just in case the Pokédex comes into play later. I don't think it will, but I believe in playing it safe anyway. Okay, I think we're already back to where I need to be. Oh, not quite. Pretty close, but not quite. That's fine. Well, we're like right next door to it. But yeah, this is jumping the gun a bit, but Generation 6 and 7 of Pokemon, love it. It's definitely a Pokemon game that's made for someone like me. I know a lot of people despise those games for many reasons. Not as much as Gen 8, but they still think that they are very poor Pokemon titles. I disagree, but that's gonna have to wait a while before I get to those. And the next entry after Gen 2, and after we get done with Pokemon Stadium 2, which will be the next big thing I work on. Gen 3 is not my favorite. As a matter of fact, I actually have a lot of things that I have against it. Not everything. I mean, I can respect for what it did right, but there are a lot of elements to Gen 3 that I just do not like. And no, it's not just the water. I know that's usually the biggest criticism everyone tends to throw at them, but no, that's only one issue I have with it. There are others, trust me. And many of its issues tend to be resolved by the time we get to Gen 4, honestly. Like, I think Gen 4, at least if you play Platinum, is a much better experience than Gen 3. Holy fucking shit. I mean, you expect the sequel to be better than its predecessor, but man, graphics aside, Gen 3 feels like a step back from Gen 2, since some elements they introduced just feel kind of phoned in, really. As a matter of fact, one person that I saw review doing Gen 3 actually commented that Gen 3, for practical purposes, just feels like they were doing Gen 1 all over again. In many respects, it seemed like in terms of core design, that's what it feels like. And you know, I never really thought to compare it to Gen 1, but now that he brings it up, though, kinda. I mean, I can kind of see where he's coming from, especially when it comes to how you actually progress through what they call Hoenn. Yeah, it's kind of true. Although I would say Gen 1 in all the worst ways. Because Gen 1 wasn't terrible. It's just it had some things that were absolutely annoying. Oop. Be done. But I got a good gift. Promise it's yours. You'd like it. Fuck. Now. You did that. You're doing this now. That's so far away. Ugh. You couldn't have done that when I was still up there. Ugh. Damn it. I'm gonna be glad when travel between areas becomes instantaneous. I'm just saying. Like, the shortcut helps a good bit, but it's still kind of annoying when you have to keep going back and forth, because you want to take advantage of low experience areas. Like, just, ugh. Okay, at least we're getting close. Alright, where are you, lady? Hi, you have the gift. Should really make your day. Never mind, totally worth it. Holy shit, Thunderstone? Some boy gives me something after battle, share some. Doesn't make me bad. No, it doesn't. Seriously, where are your friends freaking getting Thunderstones? These things are rare shit, man. Not as much as the Sunstone, but... Yeah, okay, so... The fire... water and Thunderstones, unlike the original game, you can't just go to a store and buy them anymore. That's kind of irritating, but it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, these things are rare, man. Awesome. I'll gladly take that off your hands. Wait a moment. Actually? Says, do you acquire a Thunderstone? No, you don't. Just standard leveling up. Okay, I was checking to see if Chinchou needed a Thunderstone. He does not. Good to know that, because I didn't even think to check. Although the other Pokemon I don't have yet. Do you need anything special? No, the Pokemon in question actually doesn't evolve at all until future generations. Okay, well that's not going to be an issue then. Okay. So the only other Pokemon I'm using here? And it just levels up standard levels. Okay, sweet. Awesome stuff, man. Anyways. But yeah, and yes, I know people are going to want to hate me for this, but I have to say it anyway. I didn't really like Gen 5. Though, I will say a lot of that has to do with the fact of the setting more than anything else. Some of the characters, I think, have been handled better, too, but for me, it's more about the setting. I live in the US, and the setting of Unova is heavily inspired by US architecture. And let me just say for the record, I did not enjoy the scenery in any of Black and White. Whether we're talking the original or the sequel, doesn't matter. I did not enjoy the setting. It didn't really do much for me. I found it extremely generic for me. And really, all it did is remind me of the place where I live, and if you know anything about the life I've led here, you'll know it was not the most positive one. So yeah, definitely unpleasant. And so that just made the experience just all that much worse. But there's also other issues too, like the fact that I didn't like the new experience system. Again, I'll get more into it when we get to Gen 5. Some of the characters, which I won't bring up right now, but you'll see. But yeah, I mean, my experience with Gen 5 was not altogether positive. I'm not gonna object to playing it again. I'm just gonna say for the record, it's definitely gonna be one of the more aggravating experiences, though, leading up to what I consider as a much better game, which I thought Gen 6 was. Again, people are likely to disagree, but whatever. I'll admit it's more of a personal thing with me, though, rather than an objective one. Generation 6 just does things I prefer. I'm sorry. Now, I haven't beaten Gen 7 yet. I had started it, and I got to about the third or fourth totem challenge, and I was enjoying what I was playing. I mean, it certainly didn't seem like a bad experience, and I actually really I thought a lot of the new themes and stuff were pretty good. Seeing like my female character doing cute little dances to like use powerful like special moves and stuff, I thought that was adorable. So I was like, okay, I'm really digging this. Like again, like it's a personal thing with me. Like I like those. I like those kind of things. Now I do have Generation 8, Sword and Shield. Okay, so I know its reputation, and it's not that on some level I don't understand the criticisms. I do. I just don't think it's going to matter to me. Because, again, my standards for Pokemon are much lower than other people's, and I could probably find enjoyment in it regardless of that, like all the criticism. There is one issue, though. I really wonder, because of the sheer backlash from Sword and Shield, if there's really all that many people that are still playing it, especially since we live in the days of Scarlet and Violet. Many fans have probably just moved on by now. I have a feeling that's probably gonna really hamper certain aspects of Sword and Shield for me if there's not like a bunch of players still playing it, since there are a few things introduced that's very big on player co-op. We'll have to see. We'll see what happens with that. If not, then I'll just experience whatever I can. But it would suck if I miss out on the full experience just because I'm a bit late to playing it. But yeah, that'll be all for now. Next time we're going to actually be getting our Pokemon leveled up a bit more, and then we're going to be progressing to the next gym area, which, as it turns out, is across the sea. Before that, however, we will have to drop in with the gym leader and see what's up. But that'll be for next time. See you guys later.